Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 350 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today, I'm going to move my camera a little. We are going to do a financial roundup. Why are we doing roundups? I don't know. It's just family did rodeos a long time ago in our small town. And so roundups and rodeo related things pop into my memory and my mind every once in a while. Maybe Facebook served me up a picture of that event or something. I don't remember what triggered it, but yesterday when I was thinking about, well, how do we talk about where we're at so far with each of the different areas and aspects of the 9-part life framework and decide, we're thinking a little bit about what we're going to accomplish by the end of the year, but let's be honest, a lot of people have already checked out for this year and aren't going to do anything else to contribute to their bottom line. Well, not people that listen to me probably, but a lot of people, most people actually. So I thought it would be a fun way to look at what have we done in 2025? How have we impacted this area and aspect of our life for each of the 9 life framework areas? And then what are 3 things we're going to do next year and take into the next in the new year with us? So yesterday we talked about contribution and we shared hopefully our 1 to 3 things that we're going to do to continue to add and be a positive influence on the world and on the people around us. I did mine. And I, like everybody else, wrote them in my handy dandy annual challenge journal or book or whatever you want to call it. I just call it my annual challenge book. So today we're going to do the same thing, but with respect to our finances. Our finances, I should point to the right thing, financial health and well-being. And how do we look at that? Well, what I like to do is go back to the beginning of the year. And if you weren't with me, you can't do this, but you can do it right now anyway. We did it a couple of days ago. We did the where are we right now for both rating each of these different areas and aspects of our life on a scale of 1 to 10 and for prioritizing. What is our current priority? 1 through 9, 1 being the most important, 9 being the least important that we spend time on right now, areas. And for me, beginning of the year, and I'm going to tell you, this is just how I felt at the beginning of the year, I gave myself a 4 minus for financial and for a lot of different reasons, not anything I need to go into. And then now I just gave myself a 5. So that is a slight increase, but not what I'm looking for the year, right? And then as far as priority goes, I had it as my number 9 priority. So it was my lowest priority thing to look at and do and work on because I had a slightly comfortable place of being with respect to finances. So I didn't do anything about it. Now it's up to a 7, which is still not in my top 3, but it is showing that I need to pay a little bit more attention to that. Now, what are my top 3 things for next year? Because after we notice where we are, we think about, well, where do we want to be? So where do I want to be by the end of next year? And I'm thinking of 3 things that I am willing to, these are my intentions, but what am I willing to do to support these intentions? And that's part of what we'll map out as we pop into the new year, because we want to have a solid plan for how we're going to address each and every one of these 9 life framework areas. Why? Because I am living proof now that if you don't pay attention to all of them, the ones that you're ignoring for too long, something will happen in your life to get your attention. So I'm going to monetize my Supersize Your Business community. I'm also doing that as part of a 6-month challenge that I'm involved in. So it reinforces that goal and objective and gets me closer to what I want in this area and aspect of my life. Secondly, I'm going to monetize the annual challenge next year. It's going to be Supersize You, and I will probably show up for free on different social media platforms or share parts of it on social media platforms in different areas, but I won't be doing the whole thing for free for everybody. And I'll explain that as part of the launch for that, which I hope you decide to join me. And then I help 20 business owners to supersize their business in a mastermind. And then hopefully 3 of those people will ascend to our inner circle. Why? Because that's where you really get stuff done. That's where speed happens. That's where we hold ourselves accountable. We don't make excuses. We just do what we say we're going to do and take action and create our business exactly the way we want it without letting it kill us or harm us or make us sick or make mistakes, etc. As you grow to a certain level in your business, speed becomes the most important thing. And it's not speed of everything, it's speed of decision making. It's the ability to make those quick decisions that allows you to take advantage of opportunities that other people won't even see. All right, so what are we doing today? We are looking at where we think we are right now with respect to finances, where we want to be, and then I hope that you did the rankings of the different line framework areas so you can look at that. And I'm also encouraged and faithfully thinking and believing that you rated each of those areas. Geez, would have only been a little over a week ago, because then you at least have a base starting off point to look at. And what I do for this is I do the same thing. Like when I do them at the beginning of the year, I go back to last year's and I write them down. Why? Because I want to see over time what direction I'm trending in with a little bit of objectivity, not just all the subjectivity that goes into everything that's a big category like this that we're looking at in aggregate. And it allows me to think about, okay, what went well, what didn't go well, what lessons did I learn, what lesson was right there in front of my face, but I didn't accept and learn it yet, because there's always some of those, right? All right, any questions about this? Just ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.